We are in Örebro in the middle of Sweden, and we are going to show you how to tackle a brand new water. We have borrowed a really cool perch lake from my friend Dennis here. We're going to show you how to tackle it. We're going to call it like cracking the code, and we're going to show you how to fish from really down deep all the way to the top. Let's go.
I think if the fish is on today, we're gonna see them swim and hunting outside there, along this weed line.
Well, let's check it out. But just like you said, fishing along the weed line today can be quite interesting.
Yeah.
A good way if you're fishing with sinking lines and you have a very slow drift like we're having now, and you don't want to anchor, you can actually pull, 2-3 times, and then when it sinks, you just let it out half a meter. Then you're containing the depth much better. Instead of just having that fly coming straight up, you can actually keep it down for a longer time. It's actually working really well. You're also having the fly longer time in the water. It just looks like it's small bait fish out here, John.
Yeah.
No, I think we go for the structure. What do you say?
Yep. It seems that they are biting on a structure.
Yeah. We're leaving. You can't catch fish then.
Yeah. Or I don't. Now it feels. Yeah. Yeah, it's a better fish.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No. Yeah, it's a fish at least. For me, it's a better fish.
That's embarrassing to net that one.
Yeah, but still, it's my first fish this morning.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, then it's important to net his first fish,
Yeah.
Can I leave now?
Yeah, you can leave now. Leave for the bigger ones.
Okay, but if you caught one, maybe we should stay.
I don't think so.
Good job. Well done. The bait fish is really far up, in the surface, far out.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign. They're completely undisturbed. Usually when they're that high up, right in the middle of the surface, it's not really any predators. Ooh, that was a good take. Yeah. Really slow. This is a good fish. I saw some really dead trees on the bottom here. It's a school of perch around them. It wasn't that big, but it was super cool because I saw them on the 360, so you could really see them there. And there was a few perch around them. It wasn't a big fish, but
it was a really hard take.
Yeah, it was. The fly was standing completely still.
Yeah, he really slammed it.
Yeah. One thing is really important when you're fishing for perch, is that you have to remember that the perch is actually sucking the fly in. So when you're retrieving, and if you tighten the line up, like sometimes you do when you do a sea trout, you kind of like tighten it, then you get that slack away, and that's usually what they need to suck the fly in. So it's usually good to really like just have a good loose line so you can really feel that. So you don't tighten that extra centimeter up because they need that to suck the fly in the mouth. There's a lot of information about it. I don't know if it makes sense, but just do it. Let's try a popper on them. Maybe that can activate them, So I don't know.
I keep on with the sinking line.
Yeah, continue. Just try something different here. Because it must be a group of perch guarding that bait fish, See if we can get them to take a popper. And if they just follow up on the popper, I have a fly in the back there, just working as a small bait fish, tracing the popper. It's usually a really good way to get them to activate. Oh. This is a good example of fishing a popper, but the perch came up and took it from behind. Oh, we can actually... It's a nice one. I don't know. Cool. So it worked really well. So it didn't really hit the popper, but it came up and took the fly going behind it.
Big head.
Yeah, really cool fish. Huge mouth actually for the fish. It's almost like a largemouth bass. So this fish came from 6 meters deep around the bait fish, and it took that small fly in the back. Doesn't really need to be anything special at all, just like a bait fish. It's like 35 centimeter, huge mouth. Cool. I think we should go over to the weed line and then just hammer that whole weed line.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
Like
sounds
casting,
like a great idea.
casting poppers into the weed. Just
Yeah. Activate them.
yeah.
Oh, I lost one. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's bigger after. It's a group of fish down the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fish here.
That was cool.
Yeah, and we didn't see any hunting fish, but
Yeah.
as you say, we activate them with a popper.
Yeah, definitely. I think if somebody has one group like that following, we should really just dead hard pull up the popper and cast in the same direction, you know.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of like continuing fishing my cast, and I think that was
Yeah.
kind of a mistake.
Yeah, the fish is on. No, I'm stuck. Yeah, the fish is on.
Oh, yeah, we're getting there. So.
I think
Yeah,
maybe the fish is.
No, I don't think it's on.
Okay.
I think it, but I had a perch on.
Cool. Ooh, big fish.
Fuck, that was big. You see that?
Yeah,
Shit.
it was a 45 centimeter fish.
Yeah, but it came from nowhere. I was stuck in the weed and I just...
Yeah. They are here.
So
It took the popper or the dropper.
I think it took the popper, but I tried to hook it, but I don't know what happened actually.
Ah, I have one.
It's so effective doing this,
Yeah.
but not really the fish we're looking for.
No. Yeah.
They are here.
Took the popper.
Yeah. No, han efter.
Oh.
Oh, the big one, right beside it. Look, here. Come, put the popper here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's falling. Take it.
Yeah. Double take.
You pulled it away the first time there.
You wanna land mine too?
I can land yours too here. Popper. They're not the big ones we're looking for, but there's perch on the popper.
Yeah.
Oh. So I fished one of my other popper rigs that I really like to fish. So this is it's a crease fly as the popper fly in the back, and then as close as possible you tie a very small bait fish. Take this one out. So you want this one to be, you can tie this even closer, but the only thing is if you tie it really close, if you catch two fish on it, it usually breaks the leader. So I like to tie it like 30 centimeters in front. It's actually looking like this big popper is chasing the small bait fish, and then it's really, really effective. And then they're taking the small one, and usually the bigger fish is taking the one that's chasing the bait fish. So very simple rig, but it works really, really good. First cast, one fish. So it feels like we're having, this thunder is going to change the weather completely and probably increase the pressure a little bit, because it feels like something is a little bit off at the moment.
Yeah, and I want some wind. Not too much, but some wind.
Be careful what you ask for.
Give me a storm.
They are biting on the fly, but they're just
really picky.
Yeah. Or big one?
Yeah.
Good. That was cool. That was a take.
Yeah.
Is it the,
at least it's a better.
Is it the proper popper Perch now? I can't see it really.
No, it's not big, but cool take.
Yeah. I think you can lift it up actually.
Yeah. A nice perch on the popper. Small, but we needed this one.
It was good for our confidence.
Yeah, really, really slow afternoon. And we have some weather coming in, so probably the pressure it's something wrong with the pressure. It's a good way to make the lakes more interesting if you have like a boring lake with clay bottom and no structure.
Yeah.
That you can put out old trees in the water, attach them to a rope and a stone.
But you do that with the Christmas trees for Christmas also, where you work.
Yeah, in the central Stockholm.
Yeah.
But we make like spawning habitat for the perch.
Okay.
It's the shoreline is so destroyed in the town, so we drop them near the shoreline, and the fish is spawning on them.
Have you checked the result? It's good.
We have checked that they are spawning.
Okay.
At the old trees, Christmas trees. We see the eggs, and we have been doing some test fishing with nets to see fry, and it's a lot of small perch.
Okay.
And
cool.
roach too. So it's a good way to make more spawning habitat for the fish if the shoreline is destroyed.
Yeah, but like here it's all fine, so here it's more becomes a holding point for the fish.
Yeah.
Or a living point for them.
For the fish and the insects and the big predator fish. So it's good. It's a good way to make a lake more interesting.
Holy shit, that was good.
That was a take.
Holy crap. It was like a meter over the water. Come on.
That was brutal.
It was this high above the water. Boom, straight up. That was super cool. Oh shit. That was really one of the cooler takes on popper in a long while. That fish was probably like a meter above meter above the surface.
Take was just insane.
And it just slammed that popper. Nice fish.
So cool.
Super cool on the popper.
Yeah.
That's a high
Just
jumper.
insane.
That's a high jump. That was so fun. It was so high up. It was way above the weed line of the weed.
Yeah.
It was like straight up. Oh, it was crazy. Shit.
Wow. Now we're talking.
Seemed like popper can really activate the fish.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Now we talk popper action.
This is popper action, definitely. John is throwing a popper like a maniac here, and of course the floating line is perfect. I like to fish shorter headlines because they have a tendency to turn over the popper line. The popper is much better. This is a Vibe 85, but a short headed with a lot of power, a lot of turning abilities is perfect. Otherwise, we're fishing a lot with these Vibe 85 lines. So this is a Sink 3, we're fishing a Sink 5 on this one. And those are really good lines to work when it comes to perch fishing. They're short head, sink well, and you have a floating back part, so it's very easy to control. And Sink 3 and Sink 5 is what I'm using a lot. And then if you want to go in a slightly heavier alternative, it's really good to go like a grain line. You have Bottom Express, or you have these 300-400 grain lines. This is the new, or not new, but this is the shovel head from Airflow. This is a really fast sinking 330 grain line. It's like an 8-weight line. They're available in 7 and 8 weight, but they're perfect if you want to go down really fast. They have a non-stretch core, and they sink, and they really cut the water like that. And you want to have a sinking line, you want to have it as thin as possible, so it really cuts the water. And don't forget to count them down, you know, when you want to find the depth where the fish actually is biting. So count them down, and count them down in seconds, not like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 1, 2, 3. You can't say that too many times because a second is quite long actually. And if you're fishing a Sink 5, for example, it sinks around 10 centimeters per second. So it takes a while for it to come down.
Helt ofiskat vatten.
Ah.
Ja. Yeah, it's fine. Oj, det måste jag fight.
Oh, it's a really big perch.
Jesus! Really big fish. Oh, it's a fat one.
Oh, look at the other one following. Yeah, got him.
Nice, man.
Look at that.
On the popper.
Ooh,
What a fish. So chunky.
Good job.
But you saw another one?
Yeah, there was a big fish following. So
cool.
If you hold that,
I hold it.
I'm gonna make some casts.
Really slammed the popper. Look.
And it was cool. There was another fish following that was the same size.
Yeah.
So it was actually two nice fish. Good. Look at that. Popper.
Really cool on the popper.
Yeah, see what's
The
like.
strike was so hard.
Put the head there. Put the head together, not together, like that. Yeah.
It's actually
It's 40
centimeter. 40 centimeter perch on the
On
popper.
pop. Good job.
On the popper. topwater. I mean, this is fantastic.
Hard to beat that.
Oh, 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 oh. Is it a net? Net fish?
Can be actually. It actually took the fly in front of the popper. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait.
Yes. Nice, man.
So this is really cracking the code. As you can see, the popper is loose there. It took the small fly that was going right in front of it. And the cool thing with this is that you actually look like the fish is chasing, the popper is chasing this small fly. So it just went for it. It really slammed it. So that was cool. Nice fish, probably 35 centimeters. And you want to have that fly actually to touching the popper almost, because then it looks like the popper is, this one is supposed to be a big bait fish, it's chasing the smaller one. It looks like it's going down after it, and usually they take the big popper. Sometimes you catch two. In this case, the perch felt like it took that one in front of this one. So jealousy works extremely good on perch. Oh, big one. Oh, nice. Big perch. Look at that one. He swallowed the whole popper. Oh, nice fish. Super cool take. Came after the fly a few times, and then it just took the popper. That's fresh water.
New water.
New water.
Yeah. A bit smaller. Nice fish.
Yeah, I had one too. That felt pretty good. Yep. Oh. That was a pike. You're biting like crazy now, man.
Yeah. The power hour.
Look at this one. What a beast.
Oh, a fish. Yeah, still a baby perch.
Like you're catching my fish now on those.
Yeah.
They're really greedy when they take that. Look at that. So cracking the code for perch, I think it's a lot about the flies. For me, that was the biggest thing, really finding out the patterns that was working great so you could start fishing perch. I think one crucial thing is to have these type of jig flies, which imitates like the classic soft lure jigs with a lead head that the spin fisherman is using. That's very, very efficient and it's working really, really well. So we have been tying a lot of different flies here. We have like the Klausers, which is from Bob Klauser from the US, a very classic pattern. We have another one with a spinner blade on the back. Simple flies, but they don't sink with the head first. They sink like they descend slowly like that. It can be super, super good sometimes. Then we have these other ones that are tied on a jig hook. Here we have some classic wiggle tail flies, and then we have some slightly deeper ones here. This is like a sculpin, and then we have like the classic Martin's minnow, which is a really, really go-to fly nowadays for a lot of perch fishermen. And then of course the classic bait fish. These flies can be fished just as a single, as a double, or as a dropper on top. And then what we've been fishing a lot here, these two J's, are popper flies. And then there's a few different styles of these. Crease flies are usually super good because they lie very deep in the water column. And then you have the classic poppers. They are high floating heads, which pushes a lot of water and makes a lot of noise. And you can go from this size and all the way up to like 10, 15, up to 17 centimeters, not a problem. So these are some of my favorite flies. Of course, you can tie them in variation of different colors, but I think one thing is important is that try around in a lot of different patterns, because one day is never the same as the day before or the day after. Sometimes they want the fly to sink in a special way, and sometimes they want to have the fly fished really, really fast right in the surface. Yay. Oh, John.
Yeah. And now we have some weather again.
But it's a good side to lie on. So we have some old sunken trees here now. We're at 5 meters deep. I'm fishing a sink 3 line now, and with a very small flies and very lightly dressed, and a tungsten bead, which is like 0.8 grams. So probably I need to count to like 10 to 15 seconds to really know I'm on the bottom now. I'll start with like 10 seconds. Just to be able to know that I'm really down where I want to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're standing exactly where they were standing the first day there. Like long cast that direction.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Great, man.
Thank you. Well, it's been really slow until we got this weather change. Now we had some thunder going around us, some rain going around us. We didn't get anything. That was really lucky. But we could really see that the fish was activating. And I switched to, we've been fishing poppers basically all morning. Caught some fish on it, but nothing really. So we went down to a sinking line. Oops. And it's really about cracking the code, you know, with these fish, because they eat most of the time, but you have to really play a different game with them sometimes. So nice fish, nothing big, but really a nice fish, good condition. I'm gonna release this and then I'm gonna talk to you guys. So went down to slightly thinner tippet. So I'm fishing 0.25 here, which is slightly thinner than I usually fish for perch, because you don't need to fish that really thin leaders, but 0.28 to 32 is usually good. But if you have a thinner leader, the flies will sink faster and will cut the water much better. So this is straight fluorocarbon because it sinks better than nylon. And then just a small jiggy fly. This is a tungsten bead here, so it downsized a lot. And then a very small, like a fray or just like a yearly minnow, and fished it on sink 3, cast it out. We had some fish in this point here yesterday, but we were in there because we had winds from the north, so it was pushing the wind out, so we were lying in there. So we tried to find the same spot. So that was the first cast. Always nice when you think you have cracked the code at least. Small, simple fly, but you should really remember that these can catch super big fish. So when the fishing is slow, downsize can sometimes be the key. And if you want the flies to descend and fish really deep, lightly dressed and thin tippet. Well, it's always about cracking the code, you know. When they're easy, they're easy.
Yeah.
It's the most simple fish to catch on a fly. But when they're picky and the weather is changing like we're doing today, you really have to crack the code.
Yeah, you need to change fly sometimes.
Yeah. And tactics.
Yeah, especially during perch fishing. It's a finesse fishing and it's a technique fishing.
But that's the cool thing with it too.
Yeah.
It can be super simple and it can be super advanced, you know, depending
Yeah.
on how you want it to be.
Yeah. Yeah, fish.
Oh.
Small one.
That's insane how small perch that actually goes for that popper.
Yeah. This is just... We teach them for the future.
Sorry?
We teach the perch for the future.
What? Not to take the popper?
Yeah, not to take the popper.
Then it's gonna have a problem catching them on popper after we've been here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or after you have been here.
Yeah.
They're all educated for the future, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's been a lot more perch. The amount of perch has reduced a lot when the thunder came.
Yeah.
I think we caught 1 perch after that.
Yeah.
But it almost looks like it's gonna go like that. Or
We hope so.
Am I optimistic?
We should keep on fishing to the point and see what's happening with the
Lightning.
thunder and lightning. And hopefully we catch something here.
A pike.
A pike or big perch. It's always interesting to fish just before the thunder or just after.
Yeah.
It's a big change in the pressure. So. Fisk efter, kolla! Oh, 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 oh!
Är det en abborre eller? Oh, I got something, but this is a pike I think.
Yeah,
this is
it's
the
a pike.
I think that was what you had after.
You love the pike, so...
It wasn't a 50 centimeter perch. It was a 50 centimeter pike. Ah, come on. Ah, thanks.
Ska vi... Ja.
Oh!
Och pike.
You probably didn't film. Big pike?
Yeah. It's not that big, but it's...
But it's strong.
Yeah, really strong.
I'll net it for you so we can get the fly back in.
Yeah. I think it's the pike that I net yesterday.
You think it's the one we caught yesterday?
Yeah.
Most likely. That's so heavy. Do you have a tangle here?
Yeah, I have a tangle
That was fun.
somewhere on the running line, but...
You're into the head now, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I think it's slightly bigger than yesterday. Oh,
Nice man!
Slightly. No, I think it's the one we had yesterday. The one that took our perch yesterday.
Yeah. Strong forest lake pike. Really slow fishing today.
Yeah, we had those half an hours of fame over there, but otherwise it's been super slow. But I mean, we have had wind from the south, from the north, from the east, and then turning 360 a few times, and we have this huge weather front above us. So it's really cold now, so I think it's quite understanding that they're not really feeding.
Yeah.
I think it's time soon to call it a day.
Yeah.
We caught some nice fish, I mean.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's we don't know the lake, and the weather has been very challenging, so I think we're done pretty good in any case. So
yeah.
So it's a wrap.
Yeah, cool fishing.
Yeah, 2 days goes way too fast.
Yeah, but we caught some big ones.
Yeah, definitely. It was a little bit challenging, but we had a great time. We caught quite a lot of fish, but not that many big ones. But it was really cool.
Yeah.
The topwater things are really cool. So we hope you inspired you guys to try some perch on fly. And as always, thank you for watching. And please subscribe to the Vision YouTube channel. And well, until then, see you on the water, guys.